Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the first video I've ever made, and I kind of wanted to say where I want to go with this channel, and I also wanted to do an icebreaker. So where I wanted to go with this channel is I wanted to do like craft videos because I really like crafts. In interior design. That's probably my top 5 favorite thing to do is interior design. I think it's so much fun. And maybe just like dabble in like stuff that I've always wanted to learn how to do, but I have never done. Like just things like self-sufficient things, like I don't know, making a table, growing a garden. Just like stuff that would probably be a good thing to know. And also, maybe one of the main things, I don't know if I really want to have this as the main thing, maybe like me on the back burner, but it's PCOS. I want to talk about PCOS and my struggle with it, and my struggle with losing weight, and the mood swings and acne and everything that comes with PCOS. I wanted to start making videos about that, and maybe it will motivate me to just dig deeper and see what works for me, and maybe it will help somebody else. So story time. I thought I would make like an icebreaker, so I'm going to talk about when I got lost in a national park. This was about 2.5 years ago. I was at Grayson Highlands State Park. If you haven't been there, you need to go because it's beautiful. It's like there's bald mountains, and there's wild ponies, and I think the two highest peaks in I just spit it, sorry. The two highest peaks in Virginia is up there. It's Mount Rogers and White Top, and it's beautiful. If you haven't been, you need to go. It's in Mouth of Wilson, Virginia. It's amazing. Okay, so good. So the day, it was a Sunday, I remember that. We actually had a late start. It was me, my friend, and her husband. At the beginning of the trip, or right before we left to go on the trail, like we had parked and we're about to go on the trail, I asked everybody if they wanted sunscreen. Corinne, my friend Corinne, hi if you're watching this, she got the sunscreen, she wore it. Her husband did not. He said, nah, you don't need it. So that day we were hiking. It was the highest point in Virginia. I want to say it's White Top. It might be Mount Rogers, but maybe, I don't know. One of the two. But it was a 6-mile round hike. So we were doing that, and beautiful views. People everywhere. It was a beautiful day. And also, side note, there was a field of Queen Anne's lace, and that is my favorite flower. I think it's probably because of this experience, because there was a field of Queen Anne's lace. PSA, do not pick those because they have chigger bugs on them, and I mean, I've never experienced that, but I'd probably be very itchy and very horrific experience. So don't be picking Queen Anne's lace, okay? Anyway, so we hiked there. At the very top, it's so pretty. It's like green everywhere. It's a completely different landscape than the mountains. It was green moss. It was just beautiful. Anyway, we start to make our way down, and I was going fast. Like, they were like way back there, and I was trying to get to the parking lot. Well, I was following these signs called the Cliffs, and that's where I thought the parking lot was at the Cliffs, so I kept following those signs. Well, I kept going, and I would stop and kind of wait for my friends, and they would never come. So logically, I would keep going, which was not a very good idea. I guess I would get nervous. So I was like, I'll just keep going. But I did that about twice, and I saw cows, or was it Texas? I think it was Texas Longhorns. I don't know. This is the ones with the big old horns. They're kind of scary. But anyway, for some reason, I think people drop off their livestock there. Apparently they had ponkies, little baby ponkies there, because somebody had dropped off their donkey and made it with one of the ponies, and they had a ponky. It was so cute. Anyway, so I'm walking, and I was like, this doesn't look right. So I need to go back. And I start to head back, and I run into this little old couple, not old, like 40s, 50s, and asked them where the parking lot was. Well, they were like, what parking lot? And I said, the one at Grayson Highlands and all that. And they had no idea what I was talking about. I didn't realize how big of a state park this was. And they finally, I think they might have realized what I was talking about, but they said that was probably like 5 miles away. So anyway, they were like, well, we're going to the Cliffs, which is where I was headed, and that's like a mile away. And they said that usually nice families camp there, and they would get one of them to take me back to the parking lot. By the way, there's no cell phone reception at this place at all. So it wasn't like I could just call. And the GPS wasn't working. And yeah. So we got there, and a very nice family. They were camping out, and they were about to make it looked like it's going to be good. Some kind of contraption. The mother was telling them how to make it because she was helping me. And sorry, my cat just did something. Anyway, so we started down this rocky road. Like, I have a Toyota Corolla, and there's no way that I would be able to make it. So like, so anyway, we're driving down that road. It's taking forever, and I see a search and rescue van it's just a one-way road, starting to come up with its lights on. And I looked at that, and I said, that's for me. I know it. So anyway, it was for me. And I got in there, and it was kind of almost like a surreal experience. I didn't realize, I was like, is this really happening to me? Did I really just get lost in a national state park, and now I'm in a search and rescue van? Well, I kept laughing because I just thought it was funny, and I had to keep, putting my face to the side, or my head to the side, so this little sweet lady will not see me laughing, because I didn't want her to think I was making fun of her, or I was just laughing at the situation that I put myself in. And she was super sweet. She gave me candy and crackers. The other family from the Cliffs, they gave me food. So I mean, this was a deal. This was worth it. But she said that I was I think it was the third or fourth person that year that had gotten lost at that park, and that she said it happens all the time. It's because the signs were well marked, which, I mean, they probably are. I haven't really been back and went that far after that. But anyway, and there's no cell phone reception, so that makes it really hard on people. So that made me feel better. And so I get back to the parking lot, and I saw my friend, and I just said, I'm sorry. And she's like, it's okay. Then there's cops, and they said that there was 3 ambulances went in 3 different directions. They had ATVs out there, fire trucks. I mean, the whole shebang looking for me, which is kind of I mean, I can't believe I did that. I caused that much trouble, but it did make me feel better that it happens a lot up there. That made me feel a lot better, and now I have learned my lesson. Apparently, her husband, Corinne's husband, Ben, his name's Ben, he got sun poisoning because on the way home he got sick. So I got lost. He got sun poisoning. Corinne, they were geocaching up there, so sorry, I'm kind of thirsty. They were geocaching up there, and I don't know, for some reason she lifted up a napkin thinking it was something underneath there, like a little prize or something, but it was bloody. It was a bloody napkin. So I think I might have gotten I don't know if I got the best end of the best deal. I think Ben probably got the worst because he got sun poisoning. But I definitely learned my lesson. Do not walk ahead. If you're on a trail, this is the advice the lady in the ambulance gave me. So whenever you're on your trail, don't go off the trail. Stay on the trail. Eventually somebody will find you. Don't stay with your group. Do not be walking off thinking you own the place, because you'll get lost, and then you'll have your ego will be bruised. So I hope you guys like that story time, and I'm wanting to put up a video probably in a couple of days about I want to make a corsage. I don't know if a lot of people know how to make corsages, so I'm going to teach you. And it's not very difficult, and you can be very creative. You can do whatever you want with it. So make sure you stick around, maybe. I don't know. If you want to. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, so hopefully I'll see you later, and I hope you have a great day.